Hey guys, welcome to the channel, and in this video I will be discussing about one question on array, that is to find the all possible three number sums. Let's say suppose if we have given an vector of integers or array of integers like 12, 3, 1, 2, minus 6, 5, minus 8 and 6 as I shown here, then what we need to find is we need to find the all possible triplets. Triplets means three numbers. When we take these three numbers and sum up this, we got our desired sum. Suppose in this case, if our desired sum which we want is 0, then we have to find the all possible triplets which when we sum will give us the result sum as 0. Okay, so now let's see how to do this with the help of the 2 pointers. First task to solve this question is to sort this array ascending order. Okay, so if we sort this array in the basis of ascending order, then we got array like minus 8, minus 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 and 12. So total we have 8 numbers and we got 8 numbers here. Okay, after sorting. Now the task is to use the 2 pointers method. First pointer we set as I as here, and the other 2 pointers we set j to the next location of I and k to the end location for each iteration of I. So keep in mind that for each iteration of I we have to set j as the next index and k at the last index. So in this case we have to generate sum of 0. So the first number is already fixed, that is minus 8, which is pointed by I. So the remaining sum which we want is 0 minus minus 8. That means 8. So by using two numbers we have to produce the sum of 8. So now let's sum up this minus 6 and 12. So this sum up to 6, which is less than our remainder desired sum. Okay. So what we gonna do is we have to increment the j. We can't decrement k, because if we decrement k, then sum up will again fall back. That means it will be less than 6 only, and we want the sum to be greater than 6, which is 8. So in this case we increment j and again sum up these two numbers, that is 12 plus 1, which sum up to 13. So in this case it is greater than 8, so it exceeds our remaining sum. So what we're gonna do is we need to decrement our k. So just keep in mind that this condition of j and k break when j is greater than or equal to k. This condition is reached. Okay. So now sum up this. 6 plus 1 is 7, and the sum which we are required or left is 8. So 7 is less than 8. So in this case also we have to increment our j pointer. Now when we sum up this 6 plus 2 8, and which is equal to 8 which we are required, which is our remaining sum. So that's why this is one possible valid triplet pointed by I, j and k. So let me write down this triplet. So the first triplet which we got is minus 8, 2 and 6. After that we can either decrement k or increment j. Okay, so in this case I am decrementing k. So one thing you also keep in mind that the numbers are distinct in this case. That means no two numbers are same. So in distinct case we are getting, or we have to solve this question accordingly. Now when we decrement k and sum up this 5 plus 2, which is 7, so which is less than 8, so we have to increment our j. Now when we sum up j and k, it sum up to 8, which is equal to 8, the remaining sum. Therefore we got one more triplet, that is minus 8, 2 and 6. Okay, so if the numbers are not distinct, then there is a chance of getting one triplets more than once. Okay, so that's why we have taken the case that all the numbers are distinct, and all the numbers are distinct and it can be negative, positive or combination of both. So now either decrement k or increment j in this case when this sum equal to the remaining sum. So when we either increment j or decrement k, it exceeds k or it is equal to k. So this condition of inner j and k breaks. So in this case, what we need to do, we need to increment our I pointer. So now I pointer is pointing to -6. Okay, so for -6, what we have the remaining sum as 0 minus -6, which is 6. So we require a sum of 6 by using two numbers now, because the first number is -6, and with the help of two numbers pointed by j and k, we need to produce a sum of 6. So as I told, j need to be always pointed to the next location of the I, and k needs to be pointed to the last location. And the scope of I is n minus 2 element. That means it will reach up to here only, because the last two elements should be I and j only, j and k only. Therefore we have to reach our I till here. Now in this case, we need a sum of 6 using two numbers pointed by j and k. So if we sum up this 1 and 12, it sum up to 13, which is greater than 6. So in this case, what we need to do, we need to decrement our k. Now sum up this. So 1 plus 6, which is 7, which is again greater than 6. So decrement k. So in this case, 1 plus 5, which is equal to 6. So it is equal to 6. So in this case, this is a valid possible triplets pointed by j and k. So just keep in mind that this is the second iteration of I, and k is pointed here, j is pointed here. So we have one possible valid triplet as -6, 1, and pointed by k, which is 5. So this is also one possible valid triplets. So as I shown, with the help of I, j and k pointers or variables, we are generating all the possible valid triplets. So in this example, the valid possible triplets are these three only. You can check it further by continuing this example. Okay, now as you further proceed I, j and k, so I told you the condition for j and k to terminate. When j is greater than equal to k, the loop of j and k terminates, and for I, when I is greater than equal to n minus 2, then it will terminate. Okay, because I will reach up to here only. So this is the termination condition. Now let's analyze the time and space complexity in this case. For time complexity, we need to see that how many loops it is going to iterate. So I will iterate from this location till n minus 2, that is n only, and j and k effectively traversing O of n only on an average, because either j is incrementing or k is decrementing, and it is not exceeding each other. Therefore it will also go O of n only on an average. So overall time complexity is O of n square. Now when it comes to space complexity, we are not taking any extra space here, just using this 2-3 variables which is of constant space. So so the space complexity in this case is O of 1 only. So the time complexity is O of n square and the space complexity is O of 1. So now let's see how to code this, and I will explain you briefly in this code how to execute this. So in this case, we have given an integer array which is containing all the numbers which are distinct, and it contains positive, negative, or the combination of the both. By using this line, we are calculating the size of the array. That means size of array upon size of the first element, which will effectively gives how many number of elements is there in this array. Now we call the all possible 3 number sum function with arguments as our array, the size of the array, and the corresponding sum which we need to be generated. So in this case, we have to generate 0, as I have shown you in this example also. Okay, now let's look at the function all possible 3 number sums. So we have this function all possible 3 number sum, which is taking 3 arguments as I mentioned, and this sum which we need to be generated, in this case it is 0. The first condition is the base condition which we need to check always, that for possible for or to generate a possible triplet we require at least 3 numbers, and if the number of elements is less than equal to 2, then we have to simply return to the main function. And this is the second step which we need to do. We need to sort our array ascending order. Okay, now as I mentioned, I will go from 0 to n minus 2 because the last two element will be j and k also, as we required a valid triplet. J is always initialized to the next location of the I for each iteration of I, and k is initialized always to the last element. And this is the possible remainder which we require after the first element is taken as the ith element. Okay, so if we have 1 3 7 and if we initialize I here, so this is already fixed. So the required sum, if we want sum of 0, then the required sum we need is -1 now using these two numbers. Okay, so this is that case, the remainder. After that, we have to continue this while loop until j exceeds k or equal to k, and we have to check that if sum of all this I, j and k, or the value present at this location I, j and k equal to the desired sum which is equal to 0, then we are simply printing it and either increment j or decrement k, as I mentioned, but in this case I am incrementing j. And else if what we are checking, if the sum pointed by j and k is greater than our remainder, that means the k index should be decremented, because if j is incremented then the sum will again increase and it will be now more than the remainder. Therefore in this case we are decrementing k. Else what we are doing, we are incrementing j if the sum of error of I and error of j is less than remainder. So just remember one thing, what we need to check is if array of j plus array of k is greater than remainder, then simply decrement k. Else if this sum is less than remainder, then increment j, and if it greater than equal to k, j is greater than equal to k, that means j exceeds k, so in this case increment I. So this is the basic condition check we need to do. So the overall time complexity in executing this is this loop, which is taking O of n time. Okay, and the other two loops, which is j and k, it will go effective O of n time because it will never exceed each other. So the overall time complexity is O of n square, and we are not taking any extra space, so the overall space complexity is constant. Just remember one thing, there is time complexity of O of n log n also in this case for shorting this array, but we are not considering it because O of n square is greater than O of n log n, so effective complexity is O of n square. So now let's try to execute this code. If we execute this code, we will find all possible valid triplets with sum ups to 0. As you can see, we have these three possible triplets with sum up to 0. So hope you get this question, and if you find any difficulty in understanding this question, just drop down the comment and I will happy to help you. Thank you.